What up? Top of the top. What's up, y'all? TGIF Friday. We at it again. What's good, y'all? Episode 365. Good morning, y'all. What's up, Shayna? What's up, Sassy? What's up, Melanice? T Rose? What's going on, y'all? Hopefully everybody's feeling good this morning. What's up, Tasha Peters? Y'all know how we do. What's up, Double D? Who else up in here? What's up, New York Link? Sassy, what's up? Y'all waited long enough. Y'all about to get into it in a minute. What's up, Chris Miller? Black Bobby, what's up? Thank y'all for waiting. Thank y'all for being up and ready. What's up, Shayla? Good to see everybody that's here. We're going to get into it. What's up? I've heard enough. Front Street, what's up? Good morning, Faith. Lisa D, y'all pulling up so fast. Miss Deja, what's up? I can't keep up. 401 Rider, what's up? Boulevard, what's good? Y'all know what's up. I'm going to get back at y'all later. Y'all already know. What's up, Dramatic? Today, Friday, we got to get through this, you know? Yeah, y'all know how we do. Anyway, like I said 1,000 times, if you don't want to hit those shout-outs in the beginning, you just click on to the intro. Every episode is time-coded. So today we're going to be getting into a few things like we always do. Y'all already know. Today I'm going to be talking about how NBA YoungBoy been acting strange. He been acting strange a long time, but nobody ain't really been saying nothing about it. And I'm also going to show y'all how a lot of people that were unaware of who NBA YoungBoy is, or long story short, he has had a lot of power and influence over the kids for a long time. I've been watching NBA YoungBoy for about at least over 5 years. And I've seen how he had a heavy influence on the teens. And I'm going to prove to y'all today that most of the teens you've seen wilding out the past 5 years, even some of your own children, some of your own family members, I'm going to show you where they got some of their swag from. I'm going to show you how he influenced a lot of teens in America. And then we're going to look at today why NBA YoungBoy wants to be a Mormon. A Mormon. He's joining a Mormon church. I'm also going to be talking about QUAVO. QUAVO is set to perform at the Grammys this weekend. And specifically, the Grammys is making a segment for a tribute to Takeoff. I told y'all the other day, Oscars, Grammys, all of those celebrations are when they do their rituals. And that is also when they award and glorify the people that did good work for them. That's what they get them awards for. See how when you work a job and you get a plaque and you get extra this, extra that for your good work? Well, that's what a Grammy and Oscars, all that stuff, whatever they're giving out, whenever they had these events, it's for them to pay homage to the people that's been putting in their work. Also, I told you there's a reason for them to have their gatherings and meetings, and that's when they had them parties. We're going to talk about it today because, in my opinion, QUAVO got blood on his hands. He got the blood of his nephew on his hands, and he's still walking around here like everything normal. You know, we've been covering this play-by-play. Remember when 50 Cent told QUAVO that basically he need to capitalize off the situation? Well, that's what QUAVO doing. We're going to talk about that, and we got more updates. So y'all know what time it is. What's up, Jay the Great? What's up, the real Mike OG? What's good? And y'all already know how I do. Look, we about to get into it because the day has started. It's Friday. Look, it's Black History Month, and I got some Black history for you, too. Yeah, I got some of that, too. But I got some real Black history. Let's go. NBA YoungBoy, strange behavior. Joins Mormon church. QUAVO got blood on his hands. But this ain't nothing new. Yeah, I know how it go. But what's the difference now? Now you're watching everything right in your face. Now let's talk about NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy. This is what he's saying. Allegedly, this is what he's saying. I hate my murder raps. Converting to Mormonism soon. Now, for those that paid attention to this channel, if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I did a whole special on the city of Utah. And I showed you certain places in Utah. I showed you certain ancient places in Utah. But something I didn't explain, how after they put us this country, it was a group of people named the Mormons that took a stronghold on Utah. And the Mormons are a church. Some people feel like they're a cult. But you ever asked one question, I asked y'all this before. Did you ever notice how Christianity has about 1,000 different chapters? I thought it was just one thing, one book, one man speaking saying one thing. But you see, it's many different versions, don't you? Why? Because you know it has to be some confusion. But my point is this. This boy, this man, he's a young man. He's a man. He was promoting gangster, killing, kill. Caught a gun charge at a video shoot that got raided. People forget. He did a video shoot. He got raided. Him, all his boys got locked up. And then he came home on house arrest. And allegedly, he's been on federal house arrest for 14 months, allegedly. And he's been in Utah. But the crime happened in Louisiana, allegedly. But anyway, he's been hiding out in Utah. And since he's been in Utah, allegedly, he's been a good man. He's got married. Another thing a lot of people don't know, before he got married, this boy got 12 kids. He got 12 kids. See, I'm going to break it down to y'all right now. That's my opinion. See? This is the man, this is the boy, the man they was using to put mind control over the kids. See, remember, one era was Chief Keef. Once Chief Keef faded out, people got older. They needed a new rap artist to deceive the kids. That's why anybody listening to this right now, if you got a little son, nephew, cousin, ask them about NBA YoungBoy. They'll tell you a whole lot about him because they've been under his influence for a long time. But a lot of y'all didn't know where it was coming from. I study rap. I've been on this stuff. So I've been paying attention to all this play-by-play, how he was influencing the kids little by little. I started seeing NBA YoungBoy clones running around. First question, do not all the young boys wear their hair like that? But that ain't the only style. I'm going to get into something else. My point is this. He was promoting smoking cigarettes, having kids out of wedlock, a whole lot of kids too. Mad baby mamas, holding choppers, guns, holding stacks of money. Now, all this he was doing as a teenager. And your kids, a lot of your people just following them, but they had on the headphones, so you ain't know who they was listening to. And you don't pay attention, so you don't even know what's going on. But you started seeing changes in your kids, and you feel me? You start seeing the influence, but you don't know where it's coming from. I'm trying to tell you, because NBA YoungBoy had more influence over the children than any parent could ever think of. What up, Wax? What's good, bro? Wax Dog up in here. Rondell up in here. What's up? That's right. Look at Rondell. Yep. Both my nephews' hair is like that. Ha, 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 ha. This the boy that been brainwashing these kids for the past 5 years. I'm going to tell you straight up and down. Between NBA YoungBoy, and then one day I'll get into the bum culture like I told you. I'll get into how the young boys wear their hair like that. They're going to have on a pair of Crocs. They're going to have on a jogging suit, and that's it. That's their whole swag. But I'm showing y'all where they get it from. Anyway, like yesterday, I went to Jersey Mike's, a young boy coming in, hair like that. He had on jogging pants, hoodie, Crocs, no socks on in the wintertime. Black boy. Anyway, we're going to get into NBA YoungBoy. I'm going to prove something to y'all today. NBA YoungBoy wants Mormon baptism after house arrest. Admits he's terrified of people. Despite fame, people are cruel. Now, once again, I'm for no fame, but I have to give you more proof of once you become famous, you become a prisoner of your own fame. See, I can still go out, walk around, do what I want to do. Don't nobody know I am. It don't matter if they did, but my point is I can go out, I live my life. I'm never going to sacrifice me for no fame. I come first. You feel me? But see, people didn't understand the power of fame. Well, a lot of people wanted the fame, but little did they know that same fame they chased was going to be the same fame that might destroy their life or put them somewhere they don't want to be at. And after that, you get to a point where the fame can't do nothing for you at all. People don't understand that. But in this world, you get what you ask for. You feel me? You get what you ask for. Also, he's talking about scared in church, but look at his coats. I'm going to show you deception. You see what his coat is? Anytime you see the skull and crossbone, you see the skull that represents death. I'll never forget that. But I'm going to show you crafty behavior. And it's no telling. When you gotta watch the video, watch this video, NBA YoungBoy, you put it in the search engine, his video just gonna come up, and you'll see the preparation. He was talking like a robot, he was talking like he was programmed, he was talking like he was made to say these things. And I understand how it goes because I knew how he acted before all of this. This young boy was talking some of the most smack you ever heard in your life. But now he's talking like a scared robot, and he's scared. He claims he's scared and terrified. Look, check it out. NBA YoungBoy wants Mormon baptism after house arrest. Admit he's terrified of people despite fame. Or maybe it's who's to say when you got locked up and all your homeboys went to jail, you came home. Maybe it's some people looking for you for that. Maybe they feel like you told us something. I don't know. But anyway, NBA YoungBoy is living the life of a recluse in Utah. Told you he in Utah hiding out with his new wife and children while he's learning to be a Mormon. Now, mind you, Mormon is still not who you are, fool. Mormon is a cult, allegedly. Mormon is an organization. I think the dude's name was Joseph Smith or something like that. I think they said the head of the Mormon church, when he died, he's the one with a pyramid on top of his tombstone. Or he has a pyramid on top of his grave as a tombstone. Something like that. Either way, the Mormons, there are people that are under a certain influence. But anyway, that's just my opinion. The married Baton Rouge hitmaker recently spoke candidly with Billboard from the comfort of his home. He's always in the house. I told you these people, they get this money, they become rich, get famous, but they always in the house. And when they're in the house, most of the time they just online, because online is their only way of being social. So their only form of social interactions is on the internet. That's why they get a kick out of stirring up the crowd all day. That's why I told you, if you notice, I'm going to say it again, when most of them go live, it's during work hours and school hours. It's during the important hours of the day, because they understand it is many people that follow them that don't have no job and are living a street life. So these are who they cater to when it's convenient. YoungBoy married Jaslyn Michelle in January. The pair have a 17-month-old daughter, Elise, and a newborn son, Clemenza. The couple reportedly lives at the Utah residence with their mothers. NBA YoungBoy welcomes Mormon missionaries into his home. Plans to be baptized. Now, in the Billboard sit-down, YoungBoy shared how welcoming Mormon missionaries into his Utah residence has led to him wanting to be baptized after his house arrest expires. Stop right there. So, boy, you're going to tell me nobody in your family was a member of the church, and you ain't know nothing about church. You ain't know nothing about being a Baptist, nothing like that, huh? So you just was raised in Louisiana with no cultural background. But now all of a sudden, you telling me after all these gangster raps, after all these young boys that got killed and smoked, after a lot of young boys got locked up, now you want to go to the church of Mormons. Okay, hey, that's your own free will, brother. But my point is this, nigga, when you came out of jail, you wasn't saying that. You came out of jail like this. And ever since then, I've been paying attention to him, and I already knew that boy was under mind control. You feel me? What is on his face? Rock. Did I not break down rock and roll to you 1,000 times? Did I not break down to you how they took rock and roll and infused it into rap music? Did I tell you rock and roll is all about what? Sex, drugs, party, and sometimes death come with rock and roll. Did you not know that? But when he came home, this is him. He came home looking like the Grim Reaper. The thing is, we don't know if he did it on his own or somebody made him do it. Because when your mind has been altered, they can make you do a lot of strange things. They say when a man becomes under mind control, they can make a man go down on himself because his brain is so scrambled. But like I said, when he came home, he didn't come home like this, like talking church. But then I'm going to show you the relation. This style of dress is the same style that relates with the coat. This coat represents this Grim Reaper behavior, death. But your kids have been influenced by him because NBA YoungBoy is a spirit. When you see these people, it's not them, it's the spirit they represent. It's the spirit of them that goes into you and yours. That's how it works. right? So he's being used as an icon and an avatar to brainwash the kids, but really his work is already done. I'm gonna be honest. So he can turn to a Mormon now because he already polluted the minds of the youth. He been polluted their minds a couple years ago. It's just that a lot of y'all didn't know where it was coming from. Hold up. Basically, after him and Quando Rondo stirred up the pot and shit got, yeah, don't forget that thing with King Von getting killed. Yeah, they say he had something to do with that too. I ain't not he had nothing to do with the killing, but like you said, they stirred it up. Quando Rondo is signed to NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy, they said was stirring it up. It was alleged that him and Von shared some of the same women, but it was also said that there was some things going on. But all you got to remember is, before King Von got killed, he was fighting with Quando Rondo and them boys. And Quando Rondo and them are tied in the NBA YoungBoy. So I understand why he's saying he's terrified. You know why? Because you did a lot of dirt, NBA YoungBoy. You did a lot of dirt. And you're hiding out in Utah. Now you want to talk about the Lord, but you was not saying that a little while ago. And you already poisoned a bunch of young boys. They done. They fried. You done fried a bunch of young boys. Now you want to change your life. But what I told you, see, it's easy for them to say I'm changing my life. But all the people they brainwash, they're not in positions to change their life. Told you, man. A lot of y'all already know about this stuff. Now check it out. We're going to break this stuff down today. YoungBoy says it troubles him to know fans, kids included. See, keyword, kids. I told you. His whole purpose was to influence kids. This boy was smoking cigarettes. I'm talking about young. Smoking cigarettes, busting guns. You feel me? Doing drugs, getting high. Hella baby mamas, like it was cool. He promoted that. He was promoted. They pushed him. They pushed him. They made sure he blew up because he was influencing your kids. Look, he's telling you the truth right here. So I'm not knocking him changing his ways, allegedly, but I'm showing you what he did. He's telling you what he did. YoungBoy said it troubles him to know fans, kids included, might have heard his music and been influenced to harm other people. And he holds himself accountable. But y'all already know I was calling him NBA Dumbboy a long time ago. Y'all already know I already been breaking it down how he been influencing your kids. I told you that already. Now he's telling you himself. But guess what? Most of your children are already corrupted. Why? They was listening to NBA YoungBoy for like the past 5-6 years. He been around. He been around. But see, people will sleep. Now I want to show you part of the influence, and you'll see. Now you're gonna see where now you're gonna see how he had the whole world running around like this. See, all the young boys got that from him. A lot of y'all don't know that. Yeah, it became a fan of culture, but he made that was his trademark. See, his hair was his trademark. So when you see all the little boys saying, "Ma, I want to get a taper," and they wanted to get their hair nappy on the top, mind you, I was in a barbershop during this time, so I know. So this where it come from. See, promotion of the money, and you see this when he was younger, promoting of the money, promoting of the guns, promoting of the suicide. Whenever you see the gun to the head, you see the finger gun to the head, that means suicide. I'm crazy. I'm a killer. I'm psycho. That's what that means. That's why you'll see every gangster rapper has to have the pose of the gun to the head. Because when you follow a rapper, you're committing suicide. You're only headed one way to death. And they knew that. But this is when they was marketing him in his prime. That's why you see that haircut he got. You seen every young boy running around with that haircut. And then after he changed that haircut, now you see every young boy running around with that haircut. Because I'm just showing you how he got influence. This is all I want to show you. So this is also what I'm going to talk about with rap music. Remember how we always spoke about how it started in New York, but one thing people forget to say, they don't want to say, what fucked up rap is when New York started following everybody else. So years ago, New York started following the South. New York started following the West Coast. New York started following Chicago. So New York have to blame ourselves for being followers, because you being a follower made you stop being a trendsetter. And therefore, this is what you get. So you got to take the pill and don't be a hypocrite. That what? If you're from the North, most of your kids been influenced from the South and Chicago and the West Coast. Why? Because a lot of people in New York don't know their New York history. That's why. The kids growing up now, they don't know their New York history. They don't know nothing. You feel me? But I'm going to show you who's been influencing your children. When you bought on them headphones and they was walking around blocking you out all day playing a video game, this who was their daddy. And he told you who he was. But now he feels bad and he wants to apologize. So I'm not going to knock him, but I just want to show you the power of influence. Now YoungBoy is saying he's terrified of people. You got to watch the interview to see his robotic ways. The rapper touched on what sounds like having anxiety around people when he's out in public. He told the outlet he's actually terrified of people and admit he's very shy despite his music being streamed billions of times. He been had the most views on YouTube too, but my point is this. You see when these rappers talk about that nervousness, see look, I'm gonna show you, like, that's where the drugs come into a lot of this too. See, a lot of these rappers really peon, scaredy cat. Like, a lot of them scary anyway. A lot of them are not gangster. They wasn't never built like that. So a lot of them really did have to take drugs just to calm themselves down and get the courage to do the things they had to do. A lot of them have anxiety. That's why a lot of them was popping Molly and E-pills. Molly and E-pills bring down anxiety. But when you don't have access to get the Molly and the E, your anxiety goes up. The perks calm them down. So a lot of these rappers that been popping the past couple of years, a lot of them wasn't really stars, because remember, stars made for the spotlight. A lot of these entertainers recently, the young people, most of them were groomed and, you know, they decided to be followers and do what they do. But when they got to certain points, they didn't know how to be a star. They didn't know how to embrace the extra attention that they always seek. So a lot of them had to get high to sustain their success. But my point is this. Now he's talking that talk. But before, this boy used to talk the most shit on the internet, period. I'm terrified of people. I'm very scared of people on my kids. I'm terrified of people. And I'm very shy, but I never know why. Once I walk on the stage, I can't get it done. I have to leave. This boy ain't never talked like this ever. But I told you when he came home, this is how he was looking. Now the question is, did he act like this on his own, or did somebody make him do this? We're going to look at bipolar behavior, psychological behavior. And you'll see these are two different days. You see the makeup on his face right here? Rock. See that Grim Reaper face? But then I'm going to show you right here. It's a whole different makeup face. Upside down crosses. This is demonic behavior. But this is demonic. This is the demonic behavior. This is what he first did when he came out of jail and was on house arrest. Never did no federal time, came home, and this is how he started acting in Utah. Now, mind you, after all of this, now he claims he's into the church. He's going to be baptized after he get off house arrest. But he's saying that with a coat of skulls on it, death, Grim Reaper. So I'm showing you the double talking and the hypocritical ways and the fucking lies. But like I said, when you see them young boys, that's where they got their swag from. Never forget that. And that ain't nothing but a hairstyle from back in the day and the Kid and Play day. All this shit ain't none of this shit new. But I'm going to tell you where they got it from. This is where it come from. And he has influence. You got to understand. You got to go check his statistics. You got to see all his subscribers. You got to see how many follows he got. That means that's influence. He has millions upon millions upon millions of influence on children, teenagers to young adults. And now his influence is not as heavy as it used to be, but before it was through the roof. But I'm just showing y'all what that rap music was doing, because they use it as a weapon. But we already know that. Now let's move on to this clown. Very disappointing, QUAVO. QUAVO to deliver performance in remembrance of Takeoff at 2023 Grammys. Now, don't forget, y'all, always pay attention to that year 23. This year is going to be a year for a lot of different things. And for those who know about numbers, y'all know 2 times 3 equals 6. It ain't about that. What this is about is a lot of things going to transpire this year, like I said. Anyway, check it out. QUAVO was Takeoff uncle, right? But in my opinion, QUAVO got blood on his hands. Because the last time we seen Takeoff, before he got killed, he was at the table with his uncle Quavo, and his uncle was gambling. His uncle allegedly got into a beef, but we don't know if it was a fake beef, a stage beef, because maybe somebody had an idea that something was going to go down that night. I broke all that stuff down. Let's get back into it. Remember that night when Quavo was talking his shit, it was a man standing by him with a goddamn Chucky doll. And you see Takeoff standing right there. When you see Chucky, you got to know sound of symbols. Chucky mean death. See, Chucky mean death. You got to peep the symbols. Chucky was a killer, a demonic killer, a killing toy where demonic spirit entered the child, entered the toy. Either way, Chucky represent death. But for some reason, it was a man standing with a Chucky doll. Nobody said nothing. Who does that? Some people don't understand, don't believe in ritualistic killings. I'm not saying Quavo had nothing to do with it, but I know one thing: if you never was gambling and you never was beefing, it wouldn't have been no shots popping off now, would it? What else happened? Man came home from jail. Quavo dropped the album that same night. The same night the alleged killer got out and walked, basically the same night the so-called killer got out. The same night Quavo dropped the album or dropped the song. And I think that's the song he's going to be performing at the Grammys. But you still have not seen no real tears. You have not seen no real anger. You have not seen him say nothing. And these dudes supposed to be rich. Do you know how many raps they was talking about putting bags on people's hands, spraying up? I ain't see nobody get touched about nothing. I ain't see nobody get in trouble. This was in a public venue. And it seems like nobody's really held accountable for this. But in my opinion, you got your blood on your neck, you got your nephew blood on your hand, and you're gonna perform at the Grammys. And I understand the Grammys is a ritualistic event, and you're gonna participate in it. Where a real individual, if my nephew got killed on some BS, I told you before, I'm dead in the rap industry for a minute. I ain't rocking with none of y'all. I ain't performing at no Grammys, none of that. But Quavo knows when he performs at the Grammys, he will be a household name, and he will trend, and he will get some of that clout back he wanted. Because I already told y'all, I broke it down this channel. I showed y'all in real time when Amigos was losing clout. I showed you Quavo was posting on Twitter. He wasn't even getting 1,000 likes. They were falling. They had already failed. They had failed a baby. The little baby had took their spot. But now, this event, it gives who? Quavo and Offset time to do their solo career. And Quavo, he's going to perform at the Grammys in front of all those so-called white people, right? They ain't know nothing about that shit, right? Allegedly. But you got to peep game. You only get to perform at the Grammys. You only get a Grammy Award, and you had to be doing something right in their eyes. That's how it works. Back in the days, rappers used to protest the Grammys because a lot of rappers, especially the rappers that were conscious, they never got a Grammy. Never. But when you do a good job, like sing a song called Molly Percocet, or when you Jay-Z and you sold a lot of dreams of selling crack, you get a lot of Grammys. You have to do something foul. You heard it 1,000 times. Denzel played the role of a dirty ass cop, award. Halle Berry, Backshots, award. You get it? Monique, play a role, smash your own daughter, you get an award. See that? That's how it works. Y'all should already know that. The devil only rewards you when you do a good job for him. But yeah, who they pointing at? I told you before one of the last interviews Migos did, or should I say these two did, to promote the album, and they asked them about Offset. Takeoff said, I'm going to leave it in God's hand. Basically, was saying he was making references to God. I even to show you this picture because I break down everything. You see Takeoff pointing up to God, and then you see Quavo fake pointing up, and he want to put that left pinky up. He really want to put that left pinky up. Do you see it? You got to peep the signs, man. You see Quavo, you see Takeoff with his alleged Jesus pieces on. But my point is this: he's pointing up. When they point up, that's pointing up to God. But some people point up in different ways and a different. My point is this. Do you see him trying to ooze that pinky up? You see it? Quavo, you ain't slick. Hurry up and die. What up, bro? Salute, bro. What's good? I see you. Thanks for the donation. I know you be in the bushes, homie. Salute. I ain't see you in a minute. Salute, bro. Word. Now check this out. Quavo's, he's a crafty dude too. Because, like I said, that was your nephew, bro. And you acting like everything normal out here. I ain't see this man get mad. I ain't see this man rant on the gram, nothing. But now you're going to perform, huh? At the Grammys. And after that, I bet you Quavo going to drop an album. And he probably going to go on tour after that. So I hope his Grammy thing fly. I hope that shit flop. Y'all some grimy dudes. And like I said, I'm asking y'all again, what the hell is a nigga doing at the gambling table with a Chucky doll? Nobody ain't said it about this at all. But TMZ slick, and they showed you what time it was. This from TMZ. See, I'm just showing you, man. NBA YoungBoy, he was promoting that demonic behavior. Quavo, all of them. These are the influences of your kids the past 5, 6, 7 years. These are the ones that influence your kids. That's why your kids walk around looking like all of them. You feel me? But I'm going to say this. Steph Curry cut his hair. A lot of people cutting their hair. So I'm going to make a statement now. In my opinion, waves and fades is coming back. So that means the barber business is going to start booming. But I'm going to tell you something, man. You're going to see the difference. Wait, watch. If Steph Curry cut his hair and start rocking waves, then they're going to start cutting their hair. See, whatever the rappers do and basketball players, they're going to follow. That's what they do. When everybody started rappers and NBA players started wearing beards, everybody started wearing beards. When they started cutting their hair, everybody started cutting their hair. When they started tying their hair up in twists, everybody else started. Followers. Where they get it from? Rappers, entertainers, influencers, brainwash. Where's it getting them? Nowhere. See? Just showing y'all. Cha-ching. These niggas don't care about a life. They care about the dollar bill. Dollar bill. Now, if your nephew got slaughtered, would you be walking around like everything's sweet? Would you not at least took some time off to reflect? Would you not have been sitting shot? Man, I'd have been, come on, man. Or either that, or he's a super punk. Because Quavo talked a lot of shit in the raps. They always talking about how they was going to bust a chopper, how they going to shoot something. Nigga ain't do nothing. Nothing. And I'm done with that. Told you, man. F that rap stuff. A lot of y'all saw this yesterday. Proposed bill will offer inmates reducing sentences in exchange for organ donations. How the hell you going to donate organs if you in jail? But I saw a clip. It said they're trying to get bone marrow. But we did say something, too. For one, y'all forgot about organ harvesting, but something we was talking about, I think, in my opinion, is bogus. But a lot of this AI technology, I think some of it is going to have to work with human DNA. That's what I think. And when I saw this story, I did a little more research. This is the prison system in Massachusetts. But if you know about Massachusetts, when I showed you the AI robots, one of the main corporations is in Massachusetts. So I don't know what's going on with this human organ stuff, but we do know about organ donating. We know everywhere in America there is a plasma center. People are donating their DNA every day. And we don't know if that's the DNA that make the AI work. We don't know. But I'm showing you it's getting wicked out here. And I also show, look, we also seeing that what? They already peeped that what? People getting hip to the organ harvesting. Or they getting peeped to the bodies. And so now we're going to do it another way. We're going to offer it to the dumbass inmates. But guess what? If we lock a whole lot of niggas up, then we'll have a whole lot of niggas donating organs, won't we? But matter of fact, we already locked a lot of niggas up. And then they saying that you only might get a year off for each part you donate. This shit ain't making no sense. You give a piece of bone marrow and take a year off your sentence. Do y'all see this? Salute, Shayna. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for support like you always do. Thank you. And look, a lot of y'all didn't believe them organs was for sale, did you? This some BS, because you know why? Don't think if dudes might just not happen to start getting killed in prison, And that's the fastest way to get you some kidneys, and you get it, a heart, eyeballs. Man, you're worth more dead than alive. I told you they want your DNA. I told you. I told you already, but you don't believe it. When these people get snatched, a lot of them ain't coming back because it's chop, 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 chop. All right, let's continue on. Now we got to get to this. I spoke about this already yesterday, but look what's going on. The government is paying attention to this thing. The Senate, Ticketmaster, Beyonce tour ticket sales, Senate says they're watching. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Everybody going to that concert, you're going to be in a database system. Because that's the new wave of tracking your ass. And that's how they're going to know who's vaxxed and who's not vaxxed. Because I told y'all before, when I first seen that shit 3 years ago, and I seen them doing it in China, they were scanning people, and they was able to see who was vaxxed and who wasn't vaxxed. They was able to see who was verified and who wasn't verified, who was a criminal, who wasn't a criminal. It's under the same technology. In my opinion, it is code video. In my opinion, code means everything works together, come together. The video come all together. What you bring on all together on the video, you can bring under one video. You can scan them and know their social credit score, their credit score, their rental history, their criminal background, their vaccination records. You can know everything through the video. But anyway, they're going to be scanning at the concert, but they already been scanning. But I'm trying to tell you, you're not going to escape this system they got set up, because they're going to put this system in place everywhere you love and everything you love to do. One way you're going to... Let me show you something. Ticketmaster is firmly under the U.S. Senate's microscope as the ticket giant prepares to sell tickets to the upcoming Beyonce tour, and it's all because of Taylor Swift disaster. Now, I don't know who paid attention, but it was something that happened with Taylor Swift concert. Also, Ticketmaster is jacking up them prices. Live Nation is behind it. Live Nation, they scamming, boosting tickets, but at the end of the day, they all with the program. Now watch this. We high tech over here. 2023, I'm going to show you what 2030 going to be about. Like I said before, you want to know about the future, you tap in. You want to know about the past, you go somewhere else. I'm going to show you where we at right now for the people that's smart. Now look, the Senate Judiciary Committee, which just got finished grilling Ticketmaster's parent. Look, Ticketmaster's parent company, Live Nation. I think Jay-Z down with Live Nation. Is it? Or am I wrong? Either way, them and Ticketmaster been finessing. Now look, they issue a thinly veiled warning Thursday. The Senate, basically the Senate letting Ticketmaster know we are watching y'all, we on y'all ass in case y'all try to start doing too much. But I also know this is a game. Anytime you see the word Senate, that means government. It also means they're not just watching Ticketmaster and Live Nation, they watching everybody. Now watch this. Now, don't forget Beyonce about to start her Renaissance tour. We spoke about it yesterday, how even the nosebleed seats is $600. And tickets go up to at least $10,000 to $2,500. And I told you 1,000 times, what jackass going to pay that money to see Beyonce sing all those old ass songs? She did not have no real hits recently. And you got to have common sense to know it's just a money grab. And she's trying to take the attention off of Rihanna during the Super Bowl. And let's be honest, more people love Rihanna than they love Beyonce. Let's be real. Especially this generation. Anyway, like they said, Beyonce #1 supporters is the rainbow community. Don't get it twisted. Ticketmaster says they're making changes, staggering sales, and using verified fan technology. That's what I wanted to show y'all. See that? I'm gonna show you how to decode all this stuff. I told you I'm gonna show you how to peep everything so you won't be fooled and tricked. Ticketmaster, repeat the keywords. Ticketmaster verified fan technology. What does that mean? Everybody that buys a ticket will be in a database scan. Why? They're going to know how you booked it with your account. They know who you are. You're going to come in, you're going to get scanned. When they scan you, your Facebook, Instagram going to pop up. See, I told you a lot of y'all I was trying to tell y'all this the whole time. It's nowhere to run. The only way you should be worried about running is if you're a fucking criminal. If you're not a criminal, you shouldn't be worried about running from nothing. Why? Because no matter how much you think you low key, once your face is picked up, bloop, all your stuff comes up. Bloop. They don't gotta know your damn government name. You got no shit. You're gonna come up. Bloop. See that? So what you running from? I'm just showing you. Everybody's already damn near in this. We already in this system because everybody got a social media page some kind of way. You're already in the system. But this right here is a little different because I told you, it's not about them catching. It's not about them scanning the people that's good. They're trying to scan the bad people. And they're going to want to know. See, they already know. You off the radar. How you get these Beyonce tickets? How you get to pay that money for that ticket? My point is they're going to be using this shit to scam many people because they know you ain't going to do this, you ain't going to do that, but you're going to stay going to them shows. You're going to say, did I not break down yesterday about Hollywood, how Hollywood is really used for American culture? Now you see it. If we want to push an agenda, we do it through music. Huh? The same ones that won't, okay, they don't want to get vaxxed, but they're going to go to Beyonce concert. But we also going to do tallies on who's vaxxed and who's not vaxxed. We're also going to do tallies on people's financial records to see how they've been getting money to go to these concerts in a crisis. And then it also let us know how much more work we got to do and how many more people we got to take out. Anyway, on my opinion, key thing, verified fan technology. Told y'all, man. For the Beyonce tour, after running into major issues with the last year's rollout for the Taylor Swift tour, which pissed off Taylor and her fans and led to lawsuits, Senate hearings. Get it? The Senate is watching all of this. The Senate is the government, the lawmakers. So the question is, why are they paying attention to Ticketmaster? Well, they also know people do be buying tickets and selling them, but they also know that's criminal behavior. So now they're making it hard for scalpers to buy tickets and sell it for more. I told you they was going to shut down every possible which way you thought you was going to make money under the table. I'll be real. I even did that before. Bought tickets to a show, held them. The day of the show, sold them. And on social media, you sell them like this. That's what I'm trying to tell you. For years, people have been flipping their bread. It's been many ways to flip money other than drugs. All you had to do if you was a real hustler, you could have bought tickets up for many different shows. And all you had to do was flip them on the day of the show. See, a lot of y'all don't know that hustle because you only know about one thing. I told you I've been advanced with my shit. I've been on some other shit. I've been ahead of the game. But now you can't even flip a ticket because basically the government is paying attention to Ticketmaster. And don't forget, government, Ticketmaster, Live Nation, which means Live Nation is tied in with the government. Oh, so when Travis Scott did that concert with them people died, that was a Live Nation event. Nobody went to jail, got in trouble. People dead, mainly kids. Nobody got in trouble. You get it now? Let's move on. Know y'all saw this yesterday. This black woman got slayed mafia style. She got slayed like she was in the game. But in my opinion, this was a hit. And she was a New Jersey councilwoman. Shot and killed outside her home in her truck. Execution style. But guess what, y'all? Another black Republican got slaughtered. She is a black Republican. Did I not just show y'all this week a black Republican is ending up dead? I think I just showed y'all that this week, didn't I? Mighty funny, days later, another black Republican gets shot. I told you, man, we different over here. We different over here. Yeah, dudes be trying to do their little thing, but you can't do it like me. I do this for real. I'm not bragging either. I just be getting word back on certain stuff. I just want y'all to know, too, I'm not here to play. I'm trying to show y'all what's going on so you won't be a statistic. Now, look. She was inside her white SUV when she was shot Wednesday night. Officials said she sustained multiple gunshot wounds and was pronounced dead at the scene. Hit. That was a hit, y'all. A Republican city councilwoman was fatally shot in her car outside her home in New Jersey on Wednesday night in what police believe was a planned attack. A hit. Told y'all. They don't want black people going Republican. I told you them other people, they're a gang. I told you that. If they feel like they're going to lose power over the hood, the ghetto, look, man, it's certain people want the ghetto to stay poor. It's certain people want the ghetto to stay suffering because that's how they get their money. That's why you'll see it's one party where they go hard. They always talking about the fucking poor because they got to keep you poor so they can stay in power. Do you get it? That's why when they come in your hood, your office, when they come in the office in your neighborhood, don't shit change. It actually gets worse. And they're going to talk that black stuff. And they're going to say, you need to vote like your ancestors voted because they sacrificed their life. But you still voting and you still sacrificing your life and your kids still getting sacrificed and nothing is changing. Oh, but as soon as you start waking up and you start want to vote a different way, you start seeing people drop dead. I'm not going to keep saying the same thing. I'm not going to keep saying the same thing. In the beginning, you were Republican. But now people are dropping dead in high positions. Why? How many times they told us this? What did people tell you? I'm going to say it again because, you know, we some of the most hard-headed people. We don't listen. What they told us. They said the most important voting is your council, your mayor. The things immediately in your city, if you want change, you have to vote in the right council people. But what a lot of y'all don't know, a lot of council people have been dirty and grimy for years. All you got to do, you want to know more? You should have studied The Wire. The Wire showed you all dirty politics of the ghetto. You feel me? It took place in Baltimore, but it was worldwide. They showed you how police sanctioned drug dealing. They showed you how the council members down with the program. They showed you everything in The Wire. So if you didn't see The Wire, you's a goddamn fool. And that's why you don't know a lot of shit going on now too. They already showed you that in The Wire, how these people are playing games. But the council, woman or man, has the direct effect on the community. They are the ones that make sure everybody's doing their job. Let's take a look. Show you with your own eyes. Education around here. What does a local councilman do? Introduce and vote on legislation, which is proposed laws, having to do with all aspects of city life. Pause right there. Now you see why your city don't change? Because it's because of your councilman, your councilwoman. I bet you any amount of money, if you're in a city where it's fucked up, I bet you any amount of money your councilwoman or man is black. And I bet you they're from a particular party. But I bet you this woman was threatening change. I'm pretty sure she was throwing a wrench in the game and somebody felt like she was a threat and probably was really trying to make some changes and somebody probably decided she needs to go. Yeah, I'm reaching, but I'm saying, look, their job is to do with all aspects of city life, negotiate the city's budget with the mayor, and approve its adoption, monitor the city agencies such as Department of Education. The councilman or woman is the one that makes sure your schools are in order. They're the ones that be on the police ass, making sure they're doing the right thing. You get it? They have obligations. The council people get the word of the people, and then they bring it to the mayor, and then they sit at the table, and they decide what needs to be done. And then they go to the governor, and the Senate, and the president. It's a chain of command. But remember, they told you the most important election is the council, but you always worried about voting for president, but you never vote for that council. See that? We all learning. But I'm trying to tell you, we already late. Because this is what our ancestors didn't teach us. This is what I kept telling you. This is what our elders didn't teach us. This is why our elders were brainwashed. This is why we're suffering from the sins of our parents. Do you get it? See, one thing people don't understand about the generational curse is that what? One generation pays for what the first generation did. That's how it works. You paying for some shit your elders did. Your children gonna pay for the shit you did. That is how the generational curse works. So when we talk about breaking it, Only way to break it, you got to do everything opposite. You got to reverse it. I already did that. So if your people died Democrats, you're supposed to be what? You ain't supposed to be. I'm not promoting this shit. I'm just trying to tell you, man. You keep following what your peoples did, and like that said, like I always say, you're gonna end up knocked out like your daddy did. See, your daddy got knocked out, your granddad got knocked out. You get it? Your uncle got knocked out. That's why they're not here no more. Let's keep it pushing. Something else I already told y'all. Just spoke on this yesterday. What does that say? 17 hours ago. 2 South Carolina men hit with hate crime and obstruction of justice. What happened? Well, 2 men killed a transgender. Did I not tell you transgenders are getting murdered and slaughtered? Didn't I tell y'all months ago that a lot of that pride was going to make them victims? A lot of that pride was going to make them targets because they were taught to have a lot of pride, but what they wasn't given was a lot of protection. So therefore, they are out here by themselves, and a lot of them already are cut off from their family or don't deal with their family. What that mean? They don't have nobody to vouch for them. So when they end up dead, nobody cares or don't even know. But I told you what was going on. Now, the thing that's funny about this, with these 2 jackasses, they killed the transgender in South Carolina and they dumbass ran to New York. Dummy, the last place you run to is New York. They must have didn't know about how New York police work. They had no clue. These niggas ran to New York. Check it out. A South Carolina man was charged a hate crime, and he and another man were charged with obstruction in the 2019 murder of transgender woman, prosecutor said Tuesday. Pebbles LaDime Doe, 24, died August 4th, 2019 in Allendale, South Carolina. At the time, she was the second transgender person to be killed in South Carolina in a month. They've been slaughtering them. But these 2 dudes ran to New York and got caught. Dumbass niggas. You know why? Because, man, one thing about New York, your chances of getting locked up are very, 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 very high. And your chance of getting ran down on by police, that's like 80% out of 100, you're going to get ran down on some kind of way. But anyway, and I also want to show y'all how technology works. They were from South Carolina, did this crime 2019. Both of their ass got caught in New York City yesterday. See that? Maybe they got caught on facial rec with their stupid ass. I told you that was going to happen. And I also told you that transgenders are getting slaughtered. Told you. Keep it pushing. I'm going to start doing a segment called, I'm about to do a segment called Black Weirdos or something. I don't know. Anyway, your people getting weird out here. 24-year-old woman plans to have 2 kids with an 85-year-old husband. Says she caught feelings before knowing his age. Couldn't tell by looking at him. Trick, stop lying. See, I know what you're doing. You think you slick. See, you're probably a bum-ass chick, and you want this white man to take care of you. See, a lot of chicks are also trying to get with sugar daddies because they want sugar daddies to take care of them. That's what's going on in America right now. Do you see your people? I love to show you your people, especially the people that always talking that black stuff. See that? 24-year-old, 85-year-old. So she likes granddaddy porn. Do you guys see this? What is that man gonna do with her? That man, what is that man going? Come on, let's be real, y'all. But see, she just trying to get that man money. That's my opinion. Sad. You niggas are disgusting. You niggas are disgusting. Oh man, let's go, y'all. Guess what's happening, y'all? Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. Did y'all know that these immigrants, I'm calling them immigrants, they ain't no damn migrants. I'm calling them immigrants. They even tricked me. I'm calling them migrants. No, they fucking immigrants. Why? Because they ain't supposed to be here. They came in without the proper channels. They immigrants. But they watered it down and said migrants. But guess what, y'all? Can you believe these bastards is becoming ungrateful? They talking shit. And guess what else? It's so-called people that's so-called Americans, meaning it's people that so-called been here already, actually helping them and gassing them up to rebel. So this is something else that's going to play out in New York City. There's some weird stuff going on, but I'm trying to tell you, you actually got people gassing up the migrants to start rebelling and bucking. Let's take a look at this, y'all. It's starting to get nasty, y'all. The welcome wagon for New York City migrants is reported to include free food. Now let's break down all the stuff they're getting and ask yourself, are you getting these things? All right? Look, I'm going to say it again. I'm not starting no trouble. I'm just being honest, right? Your mama been here. Your grandma been here. Your great-grandma been here. And y'all know I'm talking about my family that's from here. Now, look. Now, I want you to ask yourself, are you getting these free benefits? Look, they're getting free food, free cell phones, free transportation, free health care. Check it out. Oh, where is this stuff coming from? Oh, shit. You mean it's coming from the taxpaying citizen? Thank you, D. Thank you, D. Thank you. Thank you for donating and supporting like you always do. Thank you. Now, look. I'm cooking right now. Look. The welcome wagon for the New York City migrants include free food, free cell phone, free transportation, as well as free health care. Now, like I said, everything I said, ask yourself, do you have that? And don't forget, this is coming from our taxpaying money. Remember before when you was young and you had to pay taxes, you ain't never pay that shit no mind, all the taxpayers. Now that shit real. You know why? When you look at your goddamn check, you see all that damn money coming out, you're getting robbed, and you don't got no say-so where your money go. So who's the fool? Who's the one on the come up? You might as well say these immigrants are on a free tour. They get to tour New York City for free. Tourists come here, got to spend $1,000. They for free. Because why? It's a smack in the face to the black people. It's a smack in the face to all the brown and people, melanated people, period, and white Americans, all Americans. It's a slap in the face for people who already been here. Now let's keep moving. Because this is politics, as usual. Now look, we already know this. According to the article, the New York Post, thousands of migrants who illegally crossed the U.S., so they're immigrants. See that? They illegally crossed the U.S., so they're immigrants. They're not migrants. Thousands of immigrants who illegally crossed the U.S. and are seeking asylum, meaning safety, protection, shelter, have been given freebies. They're freeloaders. They're fucking bums. Check it out. Free lodging. When the last time you got some free lodging in America? When the last time you stayed in a hotel for free? Free lodging includes 300 to 500 a night rooms in New York City hotels located in the heart of Manhattan. We from New York our whole life. We have never stayed in a free hotel in Manhattan. And even when the tourists come, they got to spend $1,000. How are these people getting free stay? How are they getting everything free? But what they say in America, if you think something free, you're dumb. And we know it ain't free. We know it's coming out of our pockets. So check it out. They also have what? Private bathrooms and showers in the hotel. Then prime real estate. They buy Columbus Circle. For those who are not from New York, Columbus Circle is where Trump Plaza is at. They are located in hotels that are around prime real estate. They ain't in no ghetto. They ain't on the outskirts. They don't got them in Staten Island. No, they got them in the prime of the city. And they chilling on a free vacation. But guess what? They rebelling. Check it out. We're going to get into it. Now, for single men, there is a communal living at the newly opened terminal, the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal. Remember, we saw the ships and the cots? That's where they sending the single people to. But the couples, they put them somewhere else because the couples represent the families which represent your replacements. And I told y'all, it's just a matter of time. What time? Well, the erasing program has not finished yet. The lockup program has not finished yet. The overdose program ain't finished yet. So once these programs start to finish out, then they will start putting these families in position for success. But you got to remember something. All of the immigrants are now in position to stack their money. They don't have to pay no bills. So now they can stack all the money they got to stack. What else I want to show you? These are the ones snatching up the jobs. The low-level jobs, they're the ones going to be the first to get those. You don't think a lot of those restaurants ain't going to have them in the back kitchen? You must be stupid if you think that. They're already getting paid. So what does that mean? They have a chance to get paid, and they don't have to pay no rent. They don't got to pay no phone bill. They don't got to pay for transportation. And all my people in New York know how much it is to have a Metro card. You know, a Metro card is a whole nother bill. For those who don't know what a Metro card is, that's the card that you use for public transportation that we have to pay for. They get it for free. Do you see how far they sticking foot up ass? Do you see? Now look. Then there is the food, which includes 3 hot meals a day, as well as snacks between the meals. To move around, migrants are provided with a daily free Metro card, good for 2 rides. There is a free bus for the migrants to go downtown. Every person reportedly receives. Thank you, Carla McWilliams, for supporting the channel. Now, y'all see, I've been talking about the great replacement. Now, I hope all my people see what's going on. They are not doing this for nothing. That's all you have to use is common sense. We'll say, damn, why are they going so hard to help these people? Why are they so busy trying to get them right? And we out here messed up. We out here going through it. And why are they doing this for them and not for us? Because they're going to replace us. According to the plan, I told you that. When they pushed people to get vaxxed, that was a trick. They got people to quit. That was a trick. They kept you focusing on the vaccination because the whole time you didn't know they already planned your annihilation and replacement. You didn't know. I told you, the devil is very wicked. He runs 5 scams at one time. He is the trickster. I told you that. You focused on one thing and forgot about everything else. Now, guess what? It ain't about no vax no more, is it? So let's take the vax and throw that out the window. Let's throw that out the window. Now we got a whole bunch of other issues. And I'm going to get into some more today. What's good, y'all? I see y'all cooking this morning. I'm glad everybody here. Yep, a monthly Metro card is $120. That's a percentage of a car note. That's right. Now look. Let's keep it pushing, y'all. We here today, Friday, TGIF, episode 365. We live. Now look, they getting free perks. The free perks have led critics to proclaim that the migrants have become entitled. So now they think we owe them something. They said, now look, I want all my stuff now. I want that. I need that. An employee of one of the hotels housing the migrants even claims that the conditions of the hotel are total chaos and that the migrants have no accountability moreover, meaning they are fucking shit up, wilding out, and they don't give a fuck. And they still getting paid. Now check it out. He states that employees of the hotels are even also disrespected by the migrants. So they also disrespecting people that already been here. Do you see this? Do you see how they got cocky and arrogant? But now I'm going to show you the kicker. This was going on. They got people gassing them up. People are gaslighting the migrants, telling them, oh, you ain't got to do this. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to go to that cruise ship. You need to look, they are telling them that we are establishing detention centers, which is incorrect. So what happened is too, y'all, you got organizations, people telling the migrants, don't go. They're trying to put y'all in detention centers. Don't go. They're trying to put y'all in the FEMA camp. So the migrants starting to rebel. Like they basically like, we ain't going. Some of them like, we ain't going. And it's starting a ruckus, it's starting a drama. As you see at the bottom, Mayor Eric Adams blasted the activists for encouraging immigrants to camp outside the Watson Hotel. So the immigrants are starting to wild out, but you got activists gaslighting and gassing it up. You get it? So they're staging, which could be a little, you feel me? Like a little order chaos going on. Why? Well, the people of New York are already fucking mad they're getting all this treatment. Then the migrants, they fucking ungrateful. Then you got people gassing that shit up, telling them, you ain't gotta go to no camp. You ain't gotta comply. Gaslighting the shit. Thank you, Shanice, for donating to the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Look, they gaslighting. So some of these activists, as we say activists, We don't know what organization they from. But all of this could perpetuate a little bit of chaos. So just peep game, y'all. You see these ungrateful some of a bitches? They came here for free. Look, they came here illegally. They've been getting taken care of. Mind you, this is not just New York City. This is just the commercial. It's everywhere. They being put room and board, free phones, free transportation, free clothing. Their kids in school. They on welfare. They gonna move them to the top of all lists of Section 8 and housing. And they're in position to stack their money. And everybody that's listening, everybody that's watching, ask yourself, are you getting some of them same benefits? Because remember what I said, look, what I said, y'all, look, they don't got to give us nothing. You know what all they got to do is just leave us the fuck alone. Just leave us alone, let us do us. But see, y'all ain't going to do that. Because every time we try to do our own thing and come up, y'all always trying to knock us back down. See? Y'all let everybody else do them, but when we trying to do us, y'all won't let us do us. Why? And I told somebody the other day who tried to throw a little comment out there, no disrespect, I thought it ain't all about race. And I told him it ain't about race. It's about God's people. I told you this war is about God and the devil. It ain't about race. When you understand what's really going on, you'll understand what time it is. What's up, Juicy Peach? This is about God's people. This is about the devil's people. That's all this is about, in my opinion. Let's continue on. Hold up. Hold up. Give me 1 second. All right. That's why I was looking at the chat for a minute. I'm going to get back to y'all. Let's go. Black history today. I'm going to give you some real black history. But even though they say that, I coined the term, don't get it twisted. Blacks are becoming history. But being that it's that Black History Month, I'm going to use that terminology, Black history. But this is real history of a melanated man. Why am I going into this? Because I'm going to tell you something that you ain't already heard. Every Black History Month, they only tell you about the same dead people. Now I'm going to tell you about somebody that you probably didn't know about that did great things. And I'm going to prove another one of my facts. And I'm going to discredit a lot of lies. That what? All people black were slaves. I'm going to keep pushing it. Why? You know how many people I had to argue with over that? Do you know how many slick racist individuals was trying to tell me that that's cap? Do you understand I have foreigners? Now, mind you, listen, a lot of time, be honest with y'all. When I be stating these facts, I don't be talking to white people because a lot of white people already know our fucking history. I be talking to a lot of you Johnny-come-latelys. I'm talking about you ones that came in from other countries and you got brainwashed and you thought that all black people were stupid and you thought that all black people were slaves and you thought that all black people was African Americans and your country was so better and you don't do this. No, what I was trying to tell y'all is we all come from the same, but we all got brainwashed on different levels. And a lot of stuff we experienced, a lot of it was fucking lies that was perpetuated hundreds upon hundreds of years. What you was told, a lie repeated unchallenged becomes the truth. We were told lies for so fucking long that those lies became the truth. Now the truth is being revealed and the lies are becoming debunked. What does this say? Meet Wall Street's first black millionaire who turned opportunity into fortune. Now we're gonna get into it. Jeremiah Hamilton, a stockbroker. Now you see why to this day it's very important that we don't know shit about stocks. How many times I break down, we started every company came up off our backs, from IBM to Apple, you name one. You name it. What money we got in the stocks? Nothing. Facebook, what you got in this Facebook stock? Nothing. Metaverse, what you got? Nothing. And it's a reason why they made sure they didn't teach us about stocks in school. They taught you about slavery, but they ain't gonna teach you about no stocks. They ain't gonna teach you about finance, economics, demographics. They ain't gonna teach you that. But see, this is why I talk about education, because I know better now. You see, when you go to school, college, you get a degree, you'll start learning this stuff that you need to know. But guess what? You can learn about this stuff for you. You ain't got to learn it for no corporation. But I'm going to show you why we've been losing. Our people been stockbrokers to get money. I showed you that. I showed you our people in the early 1900s, minks on, furs, Rolls Royces, balling. I told you that. I told you how our people used to stack that cash money in the dirt, under the bed, in the roof, in the ceiling. We've been having things. That's why they always had to keep fucking with us. That's why they had to keep burning our shit down and fucking with us, because they won't leave us alone, because they know if you leave them alone, they're going to get rich. If you leave them alone, they're going to get smart. If you leave them alone, they're going to start building communities, churches, schools, business. Like, they're going to start building for themselves. They're going to have their own food, land. You can't let them, you never let them do their own thing. You always keep them distracted. That was written years ago, y'all. Thank you for supporting. Thank you. Now look, I gotta stay focused. Let's read it, y'all. Jeremiah G. Hamilton was a Wall Street broker noted as the only black millionaire in New York by James McCoon Smith about a decade before the American Civil War. Pause right there. What did they just tell you? This man was rich before the Civil War. So what does that mean? He wasn't a slave. What else does that mean? He wasn't somewhere getting hung on a tree, getting chased by the Klan. And it has nothing to do with him being in New York. Because at the same time, it was many black millionaires. Guess where they were at? Dummy, they were already in the South. So also when the Civil War started, a lot of black millionaires got their stuff destroyed. And that's the same time when it was a such thing as white slaves. But they told you they were indentured servants. See, a lot of y'all don't know no better. Look up Chicago history and you will see it was a black slave owner. I showed you this stuff already. But this is for you fools that came to the country and got brainwashed. And a lot of you that was raised on lies. And it's for my people who was taught that they wasn't shit. So now in a new day, we want to understand you're somebody, you're great. And you got great things to do. And you got to teach this to your kids, so they won't grow up fucked up like we did. Because the only way they're going to make it in this new world is smart, intelligence, finances. That's it. You can take it or leave it. And spirituality. If you ain't got none of that, you done. Thank you, Sugar, for supporting the channel. Thank y'all all for supporting. I got to finish this work. Y'all know I'm going to get back to y'all. This man was worth $2 million, y'all. $2 million cash in 1870. After the Civil War, he was balling. See that? Told y'all, man. Has any of us ever heard about this man in school? We grown as hell. Have we ever heard about this man? No. Why not? Because they don't teach that. Why? It will inspire you to become a millionaire. See, if they taught you about him in school, a light bulb would have went up in your head and said, one day I could be rich too. No, they had to show you getting sprayed with hoses and chased by dogs. And they kept telling you about Martin Luther King. Well, this man, to me, is a greater role model than Martin Luther King. All Martin Luther King ever did was get hit upside his head with a billy club. He did nothing. All Rosa Parks did was sit on the bus. This man was a millionaire in the 1800s. But they ain't going to tell you about him now, are they? No. Anybody got time to play with these people? After his iconic status reached its height, Jeremiah G. Hamilton left behind a blazing trail as Wall Street's first and only black millionaire. After his iconic status reached in the height of the mid-1900s, Jeremiah G. Hamilton left behind a blazing trail of Wall Street. Okay, I already read that part already. Hold up. That's the wrong one. Here we go. His nickname, also they gave him the nickname Prince of Darkness. He was as aggressive and ruthless as most antebellum businessmen, and yet he earned a disdainful reputation for seizing opportunities that were insurmountable for blacks in the then segregated New York City. As you see, New York was still segregated. But I already broke down to y'all that the most racism was in the North, not the South. I already told you, I already showed you, I already broke it down. That's why to this day, the North is the most racist. I don't care what nobody say. If you think I'm lying, it's because your dumb ass ain't never been nowhere. You don't know shit. Once you start going past, man, I'm be honest, man, PA, Jersey, New York, Connecticut, all that New Hampshire, Maine, all that shit racist. You go down south from Baltimore, from Maryland, all down, blacks and whites get along. All you gotta do is keep going down. You go down as far as Alabama, Mississippi, blacks and whites get along. Georgia, South Carolina, all them spots that were so-called country, racist, blacks and whites get along. Blacks and whites got families. Ain't no racism like that. Yes, it's racism, but the racist white people, they stay in their place. The blacks stay in theirs. There ain't nobody, ain't none of that. That's all I'm saying. These are facts. That's why I showed you the fact right here. Let me show you the fact where they just told you he was the only millionaire in New York, but in the South, it was plenty of black millionaires at this time. Plenty. And in the Midwest. Because blacks were the first ones on the frontier too. But just showing y'all. You ain't got to take my word for it. By the time of his passing in 1875, Hamilton earned a newspaper reputation for being the richest black man in the country. So they also telling you they wrote an article on him back in the so-called slave days. See? He was the richest black man in the country as one outlet dictated it. The mystery man collected colossal fortune of nearly $2 million. Hamilton amassed in excess of $250 million in today's currency. So today he would have been worth $250 million. See that? And this is Black History Month by Mr. For No Fame. See that? Showing y'all, man. Stop. Them lies over with now, y'all. The shit is done. Your life now is going to be dictated by you and what you're going to do. Don't worry about what they going to do. What you're going to do. Don't worry about some dude getting beat up by 5 black men. What are you going to do? And you make sure you don't get beat up by no black men. That's my point. Always worry about the wrong shit that ain't gonna get you nowhere. That's it. Let's move on. Because look like Steven Jackson woke up. Or his ass is playing the game too. Now look, Steven Jackson. How many of y'all remember Steven Jackson from George Floyd? Steven Jackson was a George Floyd supporter. He claimed to have known George Floyd before he died. Steven Jackson was on the front lines promoting George Floyd. But now, allegedly, he woke up. Steven Jackson said something yesterday. Steven Jackson steps in and shares his opinion following Reverend Al Sharpton's eulogy at Tyree Nichols' homegoing service. Let's look what he said, y'all. This is what he said, Steven Jackson. Y'all keep letting these folks fool y'all. Some seen Al Sharpton and Crump Crew, all for political gain. They prey on people's pain. I seen it firsthand with George Floyd. If it's not a national media case, you won't see them. Yet we get killed every day by police. Free game. Free game. Who told you this already? Who already been telling you this? Steven Jackson, you wasn't saying that before. But okay, I'm gonna give you a pass. If you woke up, I'm gonna give you a pass for speaking the truth. This man just told you that Al Sharpton and Crump only going to pop out for political gain. They only prey on people's pain. If it's not about a national media case, you ain't going to see them. Yet people are getting killed everywhere by police. Did I not tell you the other day, I can pull up a whole bunch of people that's been getting killed by the police recent, all across America, whether it's on purpose, by mistake, whatever, I can show you. Steven Jackson telling you. Told y'all, man. Truth is always going to come out. That's right. He do look like George Floyd. And people trying to say he was his brother when it happened. Anyway, just showing y'all. Get new information. Stop letting them talk about George Washington Carver and a peanut. That's right. We heard that already. Ain't taking nothing from George Washington Carver. Did y'all know that they held George Washington Carver hostage too? They made that man work around the clock 24 hours. Everything he created, they took it from him. The first man to figure out many, many, many different ways to use the peanut. Then you got to know the science of the peanut. The peanut is the #1 commodity that was grown back in the day, especially in Virginia. When you know about Planters Peanuts, the headquarters was in Virginia. Suffolk, Virginia. The same slave fields, they turned them later on into the peanut fields, or the peanut fields, I say, that was already there. They turned them into planters' peanuts. But George Washington Carver was the finesse of the peanut. They say he knew how to run cars off the peanut. He knew how to transition off the oil. He knew how to make different things out of the peanut oil, because that is an organic substance. But that's a whole nother topic. They said George Washington Carver was held hostage. That's what they say. New York Links, what's good? We watch you, Dark Migo. I'm getting word you trolling, you doing a lot. I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you to chill out. Be easy. But everybody can do that, man. Just don't get stupid, man. But if the mod's on you, you need to chill out. Anyway, shout out to my people, man. This is it for the day, y'all. I ain't gonna drag today out. It's Friday, but I'm gonna go back to the top of the top. And like I said, a lot of y'all gonna have to catch the replay, because NBA YoungBoy, he talking about he joining the Mormon church. He's already in Utah, the state of the Mormons that they hijacked years ago. He's claiming he's terrified and scared of the public, and he allegedly is apologizing for all those killing raps he made. And I told y'all earlier, this is the dude that brainwashed a lot of the kids today. I told you this is why a lot of kids walk around with their hair just like him. I showed you throughout the years they've been following him when they was first wearing that haircut, and they're still following him, and he influenced the whole world. He deceived all the kids. Why? Because he was still a teenager promoting baby mamas. They said this man got 12 baby mamas. I seen this boy smoking cigarettes, holding guns. I seen that boy blowing weed, holding choppers, talking shit, and all the young boys was following him, and they still follow him. Meaning that's where they got their swag from. Remember, it was a time where everybody was getting their swag from Jay-Z. Niggas was trying to wear button-ups with Yankee hats. Remember that? Remember everybody was trying to be like T.I.? Well, everybody tries to be like NBA YoungBoy now. That's where the kids get their swag from. You don't believe me? Ask any teenager, ask any kid about NBA YoungBoy. They're going to tell you. They already got his music downloaded all in their phone. But he been doing this he mainly did most of his dirt like 5 years ago. So I say 2017 NBA YoungBoy. That's around the time I first seen him taking control over people's brain. I say 2017. Oh, 6 years ago. It's nothing new. But years later, now he admitted that he fucked up a lot of kids' brain. NBA YoungBoy said it troubles him to know fans. Kids. See that? The key word there is kids. Not grown-ups. Not teenagers. Kids. He already know he was influencing kids. That was his job, to brainwash the kids. See? But now he said it troubles him to know that his fans, kids included, might have heard his music and been influenced to harm other people. He holds himself accountable. Now, when you got some time, go look up all his work, or just go to his YouTube channel, see all the views and subscribers he has, and then you will see how many people he has influenced. Or should I say, how many kids he has influenced. And that was his job. His job is over. Now he's in Utah, hiding out on house arrest. I told you, he did a video shoot. The feds, the police raided the video shoot. A lot of his homeboys went to jail. He went to jail too, but he came home on house arrest. He also, when he came home, he also said that he will do a track with Tekashi 6ix9ine. He also said he will do a track with Lil Nas X. He said that out his own mouth. He also came home, and the first thing he started showing us was this was his behavior. And in my opinion, you have to see the interview that he did. And in my opinion, he's under mind control. He on some type of med. I told you they have facilities where they fry your brain. And you'll say anything they tell you to say and do anything they tell you to do. And you also see he's talking about Mormons in church, but look at his coat. His coat symbolizes death. That is the skull of Baron Somni. That is another symbol of the Grim Reaper. That coat represents death. So he's apologizing about death, but he's still promoting death because they speak in signs and symbols and they talk with a twisted tongue. So the nigga, you ain't fooling me. And when you came home, nigga, you was looking like the Grim Reaper. And don't forget, he always had influence over your kids. This was the promotion of Demon Time. What's on his face? Rock and roll. Did I not break down rock and roll on this channel? And I told you the powers that be been infused rock and roll behavior into rap. That is the frequency your kids are raised on. That's why they dress like rock stars and wear purple hair, colored hair, tight clothes, ripped shirts, dirty looking garments looking like rock stars, which used to be white kids. This is why your kids pop pills. White kids used to get joked on for popping pills. Now your kids pop pills. Why? Because the powers that be did a fusion. They did a hybrid. They took hip hop music and breeded it with rock and roll. And that's what they used to brainwash your kids. That's why your kids don't know who the fuck they are. They don't know shit about the real hip hop music. They don't know shit about nothing. All they know about is NBA YoungBoy, 2K, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, PS5, wearing Crocs, jogging pants, and ordering off of DoorDash and Grubhub and Chipotle. That's all they know. They don't know shit. If I'm lying, I'm flying. But they ass know how to use a Cash App. They know how to order a game online, don't they? But send their ass to the store and tell them to go get some groceries. They ain't gonna do it, is it? But guess what? We gotta be real. A lot of parents help dumb down the kids. So let's be honest. This is my point I'm gonna tell y'all. All the shit NBA YoungBoy programmed your kids with could be the reason why your kids don't make it to see 2030. Because a program has been set. And this program is called self-destruction. So the kids are already programmed to self-destruct. And if they don't have the right spirituality, they don't have the proper knowledge of the world, finances. If they are not educated enough to know how to move, they don't even have fucking common sense. That's why they didn't even know how to move in the streets properly. Don't forget, this is the generation of the most indictments. What does that mean? This is the generation of the most so-called thugs and street hustlers getting locked the fuck up. Why? Because this was the dumbest generation that tried to be hustlers because of rap music. Duh. That's why this is the most generation of indictments. I told you, I know niggas that were selling bricks, pounds, killers, gangsters, never got caught one day. Why? Because they were smarts. Now they got jobs. Now they chilling, raising their family, doing the right thing. But a lot of them escaped the game. Then a lot of people I know, they took a little L. They might have did their little 3, 5 years, 7 years, came home, changed their ways. They straight. These niggas getting indicted over stupidity called social media, and they didn't even make the money that people used to make. Why? Because when you want to be in the rap world, you got to be a hustler, you got to get a chain, and you got to go around shorty and say, let me flip that tax money for you. I'm a hustler. Get it? It was a program. That program now is over. Which means what? A lot of people are going to be out of here. That's it. I said it because that's today's agenda. I told you I don't keep trying to talk about the same shit every day, but every day they keep playing in our face. So therefore, I got to keep showing you what? This man talking about Jesus. See? What is that a statue of? The Church of Jesus Christ, the Mormons, Latter-day Saints, right? I remember the commercial when you was young. The Mormons. But look, he's talking about the Mormons. Then he got on look what Jackie got on a coat of demonic behavior. He came home on demonic behavior, but now he's allegedly married. And according to what he said, now he's terrified of people. I'm very scared of people on my kids. I'm terrified of people. I'm very shy. And when you see the interview, he was acting like he was scared for real. He was acting like he was a fucking robot. Anyway, we done. I also told you Quavo is going to be performing at the Grammys this weekend. This the same nigga that didn't do shit when his nephew got killed. This the same dude that was gambling, starting a beef, and got the shots to flying off. But we don't know if it was real beef. We don't know if it was staged. But we know one thing, the so-called killer, he home chilling, and Takeoff in the ground, and his uncle going to be performing at the Grammys. And like I said earlier, you only get an award when you do a good job. I showed you right here, they both pointing up. Takeoff pointing to God, but Quavo pointing up, but he want to put that pinky up. He want to put them horns up for real. That's a slick way of putting up horns. You got to be high tech around here. So how could Quavo in his right mind be performing at the Grammys in front of all those fake ass industry people, knowing that your nephew got slaughtered? But you love the game, don't you, Quavo? You love the game, don't you? That's the things Takeoff get. So what am I telling y'all? What I already told you. I told you, man. When you die these days, they're only gonna speak, or you're only gonna be remembered for like a week. After that, that's it. Why am I saying that? Stop worrying about fake ass relationships. Stop fucking worrying about people. Do you? Because people do not care. Not no more. They don't. You're gonna be a trending topic. You're gonna get some fake love for a little while till you go on that ground. After you go on that ground, everybody's gonna go back to their regular scheduled program. Am I lying, y'all? You see a uncle not even going hard or mourning his own nephew. Why? Because of the game. Because of the rap game. I would have said I ain't performing no, and because that's my point. He's not performing at the Grammys. He's performing the tribute song, which is the song of the ritual that took place. You get it? And like I said before, TMZ made sure they showed you this Chucky doll in the picture. And what else did we notice? Use your fucking brain. TMZ had all the exclusive footage right after it happened, now didn't they? And they made sure they put the Chucky doll in it. And I think this was the same time when that new Chucky TV series was trending. But Quavo is the one that started the ruckus. So that's why I said Quavo blood is on his hands. Why? If you hanging with me and we go to the club, we go anywhere, I get into a beef, you get killed. That's my fault. That's how it works. Especially if I went hard because a dude stepped on my shoe, or something happened where I just couldn't give it a pass and let it go. I just kept going and going and going, and you get killed over my shit. That's my fault. Well, that's what Quavo did. And his nephew's in the ground. And guess what? He's performing at the Grammys. And Quavo, you be at them parties too. And I'm starting to look at you suspect too. Because no matter one thing all these rappers got in common that I see, no matter what they talk, now what I see, none of them can keep a woman. That's what I see. They're supposed to be the flyest, the freshest. They're supposed to got it all. But it seems to me like none of them can keep a chick. But they always around their homies. Anyway, today I'm done. I done put enough energy into this show. Salute to the people. Shout out to the replay gang. For No Fame Mafia. That's the family. And salute to everybody that just now found the channel. Shout out to all the new subs. Shout out to everybody in the bushes. Shout out to everybody that support me on the regular. Because at the end of the day, I do this for everybody. At the end of the day. So it is what it is. Salute to the chat. Where y'all at? They all got Diddy. That's right. And don't forget, after the Grammys, it's going to be after parties. Yeah, this is going to be the weekend where it go down. I told you, at the Grammys, it go down. The Super Bowl, it go down. And every year, they have to throw events to give an excuse and a reason for all of them to link up. And they all link up. They get to see each other. They ain't see each other in years. He was working. She was working. They was overseas. They was doing it. But those events get them a chance to all come together. And that's when they all do what they do. Get it? That's how they do it. Dramatic. That's right. We here. What's up, Sassy? What's up, Kim? I see you sliding in here. What's up, family? What's up, y'all? What's up, Jamila? What's good, y'all? What's up, Mr. Flowers? Brian P. Oh, yeah, I meant to post that up. Yeah, I meant to post it up. Shout out to Wax Dog. He sent that to me yesterday. I meant to post that of the nurses. Did y'all hear about the fake nurses going around? Nurses was out here capping with fake nursing degrees. And you know it was a lot of black women, right? A lot of them get locked up. They going to jail because they was out here perpetrating a fraud like they was nurses. Boy, oh boy. I told you, when we look up, a lot of people going to be gone. Still got that 10-year PPP on your head. Still got that fraud, employment fraud hanging over your head. Man, money drying up. Boy, I'm telling you, a lot of people going to be dropping this year. Telling you. They thought I was capping. People thought I was spreading fear. Nah, I'm spreading truth, homie. I'm spreading truth. It's my truth, though. You ain't got to believe me. Don't fucking believe me. Please don't. Please don't. I'm the opposite of a nigga that want followers. I don't want no followers. I'm here, though. What's good? What's up, Chris Miller? What's up, Natasha Jordan? Always here. Thanks for that donation yesterday, too. Thanks for everybody that hit the Cash App the past weeks, whenever. Everybody that, because a lot of people that donate on Cash App, I don't say y'all name because I don't be on the show, but I want all y'all to know I appreciate everybody. Everybody makes this work in their own way. We all make this work. But the most important thing you can do is tell a friend and tell a friend. Because some of y'all like to run around and make it like you made all these, you was the one saying this stuff. I know about some of y'all be saying stuff and act like you the one that said it. I'm just joking. But some people do be doing that shit. A lot of y'all be regurgitating shit you heard other people say on the internet. And then when I see the video, I say, man, that's what this nigga got. This nigga got this from this person right here. Stop doing that shit, all right? If you going to, that's all I'm saying, man. If you hear somebody say, at least remix it in your own words. Don't go around act like you saying some shit and the whole time somebody else said the same exact thing and you got it from a damn video. Stop that shit. Because some of y'all don't want to give credit where you got it from. That's all I'm saying. Each one teach one, care one, share one. And the best thing you could do is let a person drink for themselves. Anyway, all these events, nothing but rituals. That's right, Soul Real Love. That's right. All them events are nothing but rituals. That's right. They hold these events and rituals. Matter of fact, I got another one for you. Somebody probably going to drop between this weekend and Monday. Somebody going to probably drop. Yeah, somebody probably going to, some funny going to happen. Oh, I told you Black History Month. A lot of funny stuff will happen this month. Just pay attention. Big Phil, what up, Big Phil? No plagiarism. That's right. Real talk. Have your own mind. That's right. No doubt, Tasha. No doubt. King Hannibal. What's good, King Hannibal? That's right. One arm up, one arm down. As above, so below. That's right. What's good, Tamara Smith? Melanice. I know that's why I said broccoli. My mind correlates broccoli to the. You did. Y'all be tripping, man. What up, Theo? What up, Double D? Courtney, what's up? Heard it all the sleepless nights, and they had the nerve to pay for it. It is what it is. Thank you. Who else up in here? Jay the Great, what's up? Lady Love, what's up, Lady Love? I see y'all up in here today. Everybody up in here, man. Ain't nothing but the family here today. Yeah, y'all, it's gonna be a good week. I had a good day yesterday. I had a great day. I'm trying to keep that same energy going. For real. Oh man, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something funny happened yesterday. Right? Check this out. I went to Wingstop yesterday, right? I was going to Wingstop, I'll say. I was going to Wingstop. I pulled up at Wingstop, and when I got to Wingstop, it was this man. He was coming out of Wingstop, and it just so happened was a white man, an old white man. Boom. He had a big bag of Wingstop. And you know how you get in your car, you got the soda, you got the bag. He put the soda in the car, and he left a big bag of Wingstop on the ceiling of the car. This fool drove off. While he driving off, I'm trying to tell him, look, you got something on the top. I think he thought I was a black man begging. I was trying to stop him or something. And he kept going. And he hit that corner, that whole bag of Wingstop dropped. And you know what I did? I pulled up and I picked that bag of Wingstop up. I had a whole bunch of free, I had Parmesan boneless chicken, barbecue boneless chicken, hot wings. I had a whole bunch of free Wingstop, and then I went to Jersey Mike's after that. And I said, this bag of food was a blessing. It fell right in my lap. It was a blessing. But I was like, damn, see, if somebody that was really hungry, if they would have been on point, they could have had a free bag of Wingstop. But I want to show you that's how the spirit works. The spirit work like that, meaning stuff will come in your lap, but you ain't even expecting it. I ain't even need that food, but I still picked it up. You know why? Because it was a blessing. I'm going to take that. Give me that. You know why? I tried to tell you, you was about to drop it. He looked dead at me and looked the other way, kept going, dropped the bag. I pulled over, picked it up, kept it pushing. And then I went to Wingstop and I ate his food. That's what I did. You feel me? Magical stuff just happened like that. But that's what happened to me yesterday. It was a good day. I have no complaints. So life is what you make it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with y'all. I had a free bag of Wingstop. He thought I was probably trying to, I don't know what he thought. I was getting out the car. He was pulling off. I was trying to say, sir, you got your bag on the top. Oh, well, I picked that bag up. I have no pride at all. And I know he was sick when he said, damn, that shit. Yeah, I got that. Give me that. Anyway, y'all, that's the joke for the day. Y'all got Black History for the day. You got updates. Y'all know what's popping. Y'all know what's good. Have a beautiful weekend. My people, y'all know where I'm going to be at. And y'all know how we going to do. Other than that, y'all holler at me and I'm going to holler back. Episode 365 in the books. We out. One. Hey, yo, I was going to say something, right? Because I see the bro said, no disrespect, but I seen the bro said stay dangerous. You could do that, but I'm going to tell you stay focused and stay smart. That's what I'm going to tell you. You feel me? I'm out.